protest, Mr. Speaker. There were allegations that international donors were financing instability, Mr. Speaker, in this country using what we call international donors, Mr. Speaker. So I want to ask the President Samia Suluhu Hassan that in the spirit of East Africa, he should assist us to discipline some of these ill-behaved activists that have continued to destabilize Kenya, Mr. Speaker. The island of peace of Tanzania must be protected, Mr. Speaker.
Senator,
thank Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan for calling out activists who wanted to go and disrupt the peace in Tanzania. In fact, should have detained and prosecuted them because they have taught this country bad manners, Mr. Speaker. These activists, they have taught our people to insult, to undermine, to lose respect to the leadership of this country, Mr. Speaker. Tanzania is a very peaceful country. And what President Samia Suluhu Hassan said, we should respect our countries, Mr. Speaker. There is mutual respect. And I hope as the activists run around East Africa trying to meddle in the internal affairs, they must be put to stop, Mr. Speaker. Because what business would you have to go and meddle in affairs of Tanzania? What business, Mr. Speaker? These activists, and I want to ask President Samia Suluhu Hassan, Mr. Speaker, of Tanzania, to be very careful because these activists are funded by enemies of Africa who want to destabilize the unity, the peace and tranquility of most African nations, Mr. Speaker. You saw even in the last Gen Z protest, Mr. Speaker, there were allegations that international donors were financing instability, Mr. Speaker, in this country using what we call international donors, Mr. Speaker. So I want to ask the President Samia Suluhu Hassan that in the spirit of East Africa, he should assist us to discipline some of these ill-behaved activists that have continued to destabilize Kenya, Mr. Speaker. The island of peace of Tanzania must be protected, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Cherargei.
And our finye kabisa.
Senator Cherargei, can you relate what you are now discussing with the Division of Revenue Bill? Can you relate the two? Because you
okay. I'm trying to relate. Digressing. What I'm saying, Mr. Speaker, we need stability in Tanzania and in Kenya. Because there is balance of trade. We export and import. We get taxes. Then we build on the division of revenue, Mr. Speaker. And that is why I'm saying we should not disturb the peace and unity of Tanzania, Mr. Speaker. And ask Samia Suluhu Hassan afinya wa kabisa.
There's a minute.
Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious flaw in this House, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, this is on 105 in the statement of facts. Mr. Speaker, is it in order for the Senator of Nandi, who is a lawyer, to actually misinform the House and misinform the public on what informs the action of deportation of Kenyans from Tanzania, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, if you look at Article 104 of the EAC Common Market Protocol of 2015, it expressly says and guarantees the freedom of movement of service, labor, and goods within the East African region. If you look at the treaty, Mr. Speaker, that was established in 1999, Mr. Speaker, it allows the tenets of democracy to actually permeate in the region entirely, Mr. Speaker. How can Senator Cherargei allow the existence of those treaties, Mr. Speaker? This is something that must be condemned and is not right and could actually lead to reciprocation by Kenyans for other members, Mr. Speaker. So is it factual that that's the tenets of our democracy, Mr. Speaker, that dictatorship in Tanzania is exclusive to our dictatorship in the country?
Senator Cherargei has heard you. Let him respond.
The Senator Eddie should withdraw and apologize. There is no dictatorship in Tanzania because they do elections regularly. Correct. So it is very wrong. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to answer point of order. And after
1 minute?
Yes. So he must withdraw and apologize because Samia Suluhu Hassan, president, she has been elected to be in that office alongside the late Magufuli. Number two, under the EAC treaty, it talks about goods and services. Martha Karua and other busybody activists are not defined as goods and services. Unless I got it, the treaty of 1999.
Goods, services and labor.
And which labor was a busybodies activist the Martha Karua and Boniface were taking to Tanzania, Mr. Speaker. And NGO money and cloud chasing in TikTok and Facebook, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with those many remarks, I submit and I pray that we go to mediation, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I shall not be intimidated. These are people who are financed
Senator
by NGOs,
Boni.
Mr. Speaker. I will not be moved. If they have eaten NGOs money from Soros,
Senator
Mr. Speaker,
Oketch.
he should ensure.
Senator
He should
Cherargei,
withdraw.
you have finished. Assume your seat. Senator Boni.
Yes. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, I think, however emotional we can become during debate, but we must uphold parliamentary language. Mr. Speaker, Martha Karua is an honorable member who has served this republic not only in this House, but also in cabinet. And Mr. Speaker, Martha Karua was one of the engines behind the success of the promotion of the fast tracking of the East African community. Mr. Speaker, for the Senator of Nandi to call Martha Karua and Professor Willie Mutunga as busybodies should not reflect anywhere in the records of this House. You'll have
So
time.
what is out of order, Senator Boni Khalwale?
In fact, I'm on point of order.
Because you are now also trying to do a debate. So what is your point of order? Be specific.
Yes. The point of order is the Honorable Senator, in order to use unparliamentary language, and have specified calling distinguished Kenyans busybodies, is in order. Mr. Speaker, I demand that he withdraws and apologizes abundantly to William Tunga, Professor, and Martha Karua. I would forgive him if he's talking about people like Boniface Mwangi. That's okay. But not these two characters, these distinguished Kenyans.
Yes, Senator Cherargei.
Mr. Speaker, I just say busybodies. People are busy. In fact, I am better than President Samia Suluhu Hassan, who say viumbe. In fact, I am better. I'm saying they are busybodies. What is their job description as at now? They are former, so, and we know what they are trying to achieve. These are activists who
Actually,
want to
Senator Boni Khalwale, your point of order is on standing under 122.
Yes.
122, 1B. When a senator declines to retract use of unparliamentary language or declines to offer apologies, despite having been ordered to do so by the Speaker, so he becomes gross disorderly conduct. That is where now you are going to, and you know the consequences. We must respect the standing orders like the Bible.
Okay, okay.
So that we can
Mr. Speaker, with tremendous respect, because you are the chair of Njuri, I withdraw and substitute. It's a respected house of decision among the Ameru community.
It's a
yes.
Council of Elders.
Council of Elders, it is recognized under the Constitution.
One of them actually revamped.
And I was there.
Yes.
In fact, when I was there with you, the Njurinjeke went into a trance as you approached to address them. So I have every right to ensure that... Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the word busybody and good for nothing individuals, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The Senator Olekina